Hello, I'm Erik. I've invited my friends Greg Talley and Ryan Smith to join me in ingesting fun and bizarre foods. We'd like you to join us too. So come in and open up. It's Junkmouth. I'm Erik.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Ryan.
We are broadcasting in the Roof Lizard Lounge high atop the Dino Hotel, above our restaurant Paleo Joe's in beautiful Lakewood, Colorado near Denver, and in the Rocky Mountains. Since we're starting a new show about food, why don't we start with a lunch swap? I've got some great treats in my pail, but Greg, first, why don't you tell us what you've brought today?
Yes. In my 3-level Mumbai tiffin, I have fries drizzled in truffle oil in the top tier. In the middle tier is a donkey foie gras suspended in aspic. In the bottom tier, I have a mousse au chocolat brûlée misou.
Okay, didn't know that donkey could be used.
Yeah, it can be. You've just never heard. No. What you do is you get your standard donkey, and you take that ass.
You actually force feed it geese.
No, you force feed the geese grain, and you force feed the geese to the donkey.
Yeah.
It's horrifically cruel and inhumane. PETA is after me for it. But what you do is you go hold on, let me finish. You go to a low-rate hotel, and you get the donkey really, really drunk. And you ice it in a bathtub, and you remove its liver, and then sell the rest of its organs on the black market. And it makes for a delicious pate.
I think this podcast is ruined already, but you know what? Let's just move on, okay? All right, I'm gonna open up my nice Danger Mouse lunchbox here. All right, let's see what I've got inside. It looks like ham and apple butter on whole wheat.
Ooh,
lovely, yeah,
delicious.
Ooh, and a golden delicious apple, delicious as it can be, right? Oh, and
doesn't get any better.
Let me try the thermos here. Let me see. Ooh, chocolate milk, always good. And for dessert, it looks like a tapioca pudding. Hey, can't go wrong with tapioca pudding. Say, Ryan, what's in that bag?
This bread bag?
That bread bag.
I've got a rock.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing.
Can you eat a rock?
No, I just sort of stare at it and contemplate the meaninglessness of my existence.
Why don't you have my apple?
Yeah, you can have some of my donkey foie gras if you want to swap.
Don't patronize me, you assholes.
Okay. Okay, now that we've introduced our lunches, I'd like to give a big welcome to our new listeners. I'm glad you could join us in the Roof Lizard Lounge here in the Dino Hotel in picturesque Lakewood, Colorado. We're excited to be just the second podcast to record here, joining the Mystery Science Theater 3000 Revival League in forming the new Dino Hotel Entertainment Network of America, or DINA.
Da-da-da-da!
Yay!
DINA!
Yay.
So if ingesting this show makes you want to throw something back at us for a future audience regurgitation segment, here's how to contact us. You can get to us at junkmouthpodcast@gmail.com, or you can see us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/junkmouth. And to further expand the DINA network, Ryan, why don't you tell us about a new podcast that's going to be coming up?
It's going to be called Geeky Drink. It's basically fan communities translated into cocktails and other alcoholic beverages because Greg is a rummy.
I'm a serious lush.
Yeah.
I have issues.
So we'll find some way to just a really tenuous tie-in to like Game of Thrones or Star Trek, just so Greg can continue drinking.
It's just all wood grain alcohol, and I like, hey, how about that Firefly? Oh, sweet, delicious alcohol.
Yeah, his entire Firefly drink is just scotch. Yeah. It's brown!
I will definitely turn in when you get to Red Dwarf. Oh, okay. Now, before we get on to the meat of our episode, per se, we need to sing for our supper, so we got to listen to the wonderful Dino Hotel jingle.
Roll the tape.
The next time you travel to Denver, make your journey into one that you'll remember. Don't just sit around and wish when you can can have an expedition at the Dino Hotel. Stretch, snarl, growl.
Thank you, Kevin Murphy. That was a wonderful jingle. And now we get to move on to our very first food here on Junkmouth Podcast.
I'm kind of excited about this.
This is a good one. I think so.
Well, what's our theme? Do we have a theme?
So, yeah, let's hit our theme. The theme for our Junkmouth Podcast this week is Rural Britannia.
Ooh, pip, pip, cheerio, smack the waddle and the cod swallop on the Tims. What?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm pretty sure that's
think
authentic
we
Britishese.
I think we just lost all our British listeners.
All one of them.
Sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. Actually, Nigel is the name of one of my mother's Yorkies. So
He was our only British listener.
He was.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a fop. Don't like that dog.
Well, let me apologize to everyone that is British for this. Okay, so let's lay some ground rules though for these foods now. So first, with all of our episodes, all of our items need to be things that are not nationally distributed in the United States. We're looking for things that are unique or regional. We don't just want like a local brand of something, right? We want stuff that's definitely different than what people have been tasting.
Yeah.
And we're going to fit our foods each week to a theme. Rule Britannia this week. So then each of us on top of this, we get one pass card each week if there's something we absolutely just want to refuse to try. But there is no guarantee of not being ridiculed for passing.
All right. So those are the ground rules.
So those are the ground rules.
Okay, I think I got this. You got it, Ryan?
Yeah, I think I got it. Seems easy.
Okay. So our first item this week.
We're doing eat, drink, and be merry, right?
Yes, eat, drink, be merry. Our first item is going to be eat. Of course, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have something nice and savory. I'm going to say, hey, take a look at this, Ryan. Why don't you tell us what our first item is up?
Our first item will be my first pass card of the new podcast. There is no way in hell I am eating this. I will cut my own heart out with a spoon in the depths of hell
No
before
spoons.
I eat these. This is mushy peas. So fuck everything. Traditionally, mushy peas are made with dried marrow-fat peas and require an overnight soaking. And the peas used for the wasabi peas, common in Asian market, same thing. This is Cross and Blackwell mushy processed peas. Boy, processed. That's absolutely something you want right on the label.
With peas.
Yeah, these look revolting, so I'm taking a pass. I will see you in hell before I eat these. So
Is there any way we can appease you to eat these?
fuck you.
Uh,
Fuck you for that pun.
I guess
I liked it.
I'll have to just take some
You
solace. I'll have to take some solace in some mushy peas.
Jesus.
So all right, hit me up with some marrow fat.
Okay, so we got a nice, take the cover off our bowl here.
Oh God.
Those are bright green.
Yeah,
those are
it's
really
a
bright.
it's a lime green, sort of kryptonite colored, looks like toxic
No,
waste.
I can't even look at it.
And how are we eating this? What spoon.
I got a, yeah, we got a,
typical.
well, I like to make everything a little more.
All
right.
So
they're
I'm going with
warm.
chopsticks.
It's warmish.
Yes, you wouldn't want your
Yeah.
mushy peas cold.
Yeah, you right out of the can, mushy peas. Here we go.
Mm.
Mm.
oh my God, I can hear you chewing them.
Oh, it's mushy.
It is mushy. It's not too bad.
No, it's savory, a little flavorless.
Holy
Yeah,
You know,
I
It could use. It's kind of like eating split pea soup, really.
it is. Yeah, that's
But-
exactly. It's like solid. It's like mashed potato texture
Ah,
with split
yeah,
pea soup
I'm
flavor.
gonna get another bite. Now, if you
I think so.
if you
That's
eat this-
not bad.
you know what it's missing is some sort of meat fat. If this was mixed, I don't know if the Brits eat it this way, but if this was mixed with ham or
If
bacon
it were
or
replaced
lard,
with ham, it would be great.
They
Yeah.
often will put it with their fish and chips, and
Really?
then mix with a little malt vinegar over all of it. I think it would
Okay.
be good like that.
all right, an acid would definitely help cut down some of the mushiness of it,
Yeah.
and maybe give it kind of a nice piquant bite that it's missing. So I mean,
Why would you? I'm not going to eat those because they look like the Jolly Green Giant had just a really painful shit taken by the Jolly Green Giant. Like the kind where he's questioning, his life choices.
It's reasonably tasty Jolly Green
But
Giant shit.
I do have to say, why would you want to cut down on the mushiness of mushy peas?
It's not
It's
bad.
right in the name.
Yeah, I mean, I would eat these again.
I would call them, if you took some peas and you transmogrified them into transcendent deliciousness, they are a medley of pea flavors that are dancing in a symphony inside my mouth. So,
Full of
huzzah,
natural goodness and green penis.
huzzah, penis peas, huzzah. Well done.
Okay, I'm just going to say they're good.
In case my voice is a little faint, which it might be, I won't know until I edit this. It's because I am literally as far away from these peas as the desk will allow me to be. I have to admit to a bias here. Peas are one of those items that since forever, even the smell of them just makes me sort of ill. Like some people are with lima beans. I'm sort of that way with lima beans too, but that's the way I am with peas. It just
well
they're warm.
Revolting.
Let's
They're warm, and I love to have some split pea soup. So I don't mind this. I really don't. And the fact that it's hot because you heated up this can in the microwave is good. On the downside, it has a little bit of that canned flavor.
Yes, they do offer to sell just the peas where you soak them yourself. So maybe if we do have any British listeners left, to let us know how much difference does that make. Should we go out and retry this at some future point with doing it homemade?
Or should you just burn down the store that offers them because it's immoral?
All right, I'm going to cover these for Ryan.
Actually, you know what? You brought up the store. I'm going to bring this up. I got most of the foods here we have today at a place called the English Teacup in Aurora, Colorado, who did a great job setting me up with everything we're trying out today. So if you're in the area and you like British food, definitely go try them out. They were an absolutely wonderful experience to buy from.
Do they have Tim Tams, the cookies?
Yes.
Those are awesome cookies.
Yes, they did.
Those are like...
I've had those before.
I got hooked on those in New Zealand. They're freaking amazing.
And by the way, that sound was me putting the mushy peas in a Tupperware container so Ryan doesn't have to smell them anymore.
Thank you.
Take the can also.
That's kind of you because the smell really does sort of put me off, I have to admit.
Okay, I think it's time we...
well, wait, don't we have to rate
we better
them?
rate these. Yes,
We better
move
rate
on to
them.
rating, right?
We have, 1 out of 5 greasy wrappers?
Yes, 0 to 5 greasy wrappers.
0 to 5 greasy wrappers?
So 0 would be absolutely just like the pit of Satan, like being
Absolutely.
punched in the tongue by the devil. And
yes.
5 would be angelic, like the best thing you've ever had.
I'm gonna give it 4 shillings and 5 pence worth of greasy wrapper, mainly because the thing that keeps it from being a perfect 5 shilling has to be the fact that it like a drink sometimes is a mixer. This is not a standalone food. I mean, I want more. I want either spice or fat right out of the can by itself. It's just missing that extra thing, the malt vinegar or whatever.
I would tend to agree just right on in terms of your assessment. I might say it's a 4 greasy wrapper rather than a 4.5, but perfectly good ingredient, not a standalone item.
It's a side that needs an entree, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Or it needs to be mixed with something else.
Yeah.
It needs a condiment of some sort.
Or locked in an iron chest, sunk to the bottom of the sea and the ground where it was grown, sown with salt.
And forced to listen to the lamentations of its women.
Yes.
But no, I like it. So
Yeah.
not bad.
Might be great. I'm just peas are one of those things that just put me off, just
But
really badly.
I don't know, Ryan, but I tend to be a much more positive person than you.
And I also am a positive person, and I think we
Yeah,
need
I
to
don't know why I
really
agreed to
bring
this
this
shit.
apart. So let's accentuate the positive right
Oh,
now.
God.
That's our next segment. Accentuate the positive.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Sounds good to me.
And I'm going to highlight one of the many joys that make life worth living right now, because right now I want to talk about soap. Isn't soap wonderful? Yes.
It is.
Well, I
For
approve of
instance,
it, yeah.
Yeah, for instance, it's made from either oils or fat. Think about how many people are eating more and more lean meat these days. What are we going to do with all this animal fat? We can make soap. Isn't that wonderful?
And you can use the soap to wash away more oil and fat that is on your body.
That's right. And what about the connection to history? I mean, did you know that the Babylonians made soap in 2800 BC?
Actually, I had no idea. I thought they were just basically living in their own shit back then.
No, they cleaned themselves. They had soap.
Well, good for them.
Yeah,
Oddly enough, the Romans didn't, though, did they? They just, washed themselves with oils and a stick.
Oil will clean you too, but it's not near as much fun as soap.
Yeah.
I mean, when you make soap, the chemical process is called saponification. How cool is that to say?
It is kind of a cool word. I got to go with you
Yeah.
on that one.
Okay, now let's talk Rome, though. Rome may not have normally cleaned with soap, but it was used as a medicine for skin diseases.
Really?
Yes. And you know what? We're walking around today without any skin diseases thanks to soap.
I've seen people walking around with plenty of skin diseases, Eric.
Well, but are you walking
I'm
around
riddled-
with skin disease?
No,
I'm riddled with
Yeah.
with rosacea and with eczema just as we speak. Mostly,
Well-
I blame the perfumes and dyes and soaps for doing that to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need some good Roman soap.
I'm
Greg.
I'm a horrible scabby mess, so don't look at me.
Well, let's move on from that then, at least into something fun, because soap makes bubbles. Aren't bubbles wonderful?
No,
Bubbles can
Everybody
be
loves
fun.
bubbles. Except
I
maybe
don't
Ryan.
love bubbles. They're a good metaphor for life because they're ephemeral, delicate, and ultimately meaningless.
But if you take a bubble and you make up a giant pan of it, and you see somebody make one of those giant bubbles, that's beach ball size or something, I kind of think that's cool. I can get behind that. I can
Yeah.
chase a bubble. I'm unashamed of my bubble love.
And Ryan, how about this? Is there anything more important than soap being able to unstick a stuck zipper? I mean, do you want to walk around with your boxers just hanging out for the world to see?
I just don't zip my pants like an asshole, and I've never had that problem.
I go commando. What can I say?
And okay, here's a good point. Do you want Greg getting his zipper stuck and not being
Oh
able to
my
get it
God,
out?
I am pro soap.
Okay.
I am pro
Thank
soap.
Thank you.
See, now I know, Ryan. I think we've been kind of dragging you through a lot right now.
Yeah,
You think so?
yeah, I'm
Between the
barely
mush-
enduring this.
Between the mushy
Yeah.
peas and the happy chasing of bubbles and soap,
Oh God.
I know you kind of threatened to walk out on us earlier, and I think you have a lot on your chest. Would you like an opportunity? Greg, do you think we should give Ryan a segment?
I think we should. Why don't we call it Ryan's reality check? Tell us about that, Ryan.
Okay, so this, just to be clear, this is a segment where I get to actually talk about things that mean something to me, get to disabuse people of notions that are incorrect. For instance, I'm a skeptic and I'm extremely disturbed with the way the world is going these days. So I get to talk about what I want. Is that what you're saying?
No, we're open-minded here. We're not
Yeah,
going to
well,
squash
listen.
it. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Okay, all right. The divinity of Christ.
Whoa, whoa, hey, no,
Not this podcast.
Ixnay on the ice cray. No.
Jesus. Okay, fine. Science, motherfuckers.
All right.
Okay, science. Okay, feel-good McRainbow hippie. I know you're all about other ways of knowing, and it just feels right, but this is my truth. Well, fuck those, and fuck you for thinking that way. There's only one thing to know, and only one way to truly know the universe. In these latter dark days, it's increasingly under attack, and that's the scientific method. Hypothesize, experiment, theorize. Actual tests with observable, repeatable results.
You mean like making like one of those paper mache volcanoes and putting baking soda and vinegar in it?
Fuck you, Greg.
No, but it's testable. You got to give
Well,
me
I
that.
guess technically, but still, fuck you.
But that's my hypothesis, that it'll make a lovely volcano with
Okay.
red food dye coloring.
All right, and if that hypothesis is confirmed, good on you. But anything that doesn't meet that standard can't be considered a proven part of our shared reality. That means your vaccine hysteria, your GMO terror, idiocy. The science doesn't back you up. And those aren't the only unprovable delusions that I'm sick of hearing about.
All right.
No,
like,
I get
love,
where you're coming from.
Don't make me laugh, love. The delight in the eyes of a child. How do you quantify that, you touchy-feely dipshit?
well, what about the gift of laughter,
Fuck
Ryan?
your laughter, you simple twat.
Wait. No, look, I'm an engineer. I totally get behind the scientific method. I know what you're saying. But Ryan, you're people do have feelings, and you're just being really harsh right now.
You know, being afraid of being too harsh on people's feelings is exactly what got us in the situation we're in today. Oh, we can't criticize a person's deeply held beliefs. It might offend them. Well, we need to start giving offense, and much offense too. So let me be the first to say, Eric, fuck your feelings. Ryan out.
Oh, Ryan.
I think somebody needs a plate of mushy peas to cheer them up.
No. I think we need to move on to our next segment.
What's that?
Okay. A second, let me. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
dry
Now,
up.
now. No, we're not going to dry up because we're going to have something to drink next.
Oh, actually,
tortured segue. I like it.
I like that. That was really a stretch. No, do go on. Do go on, please. With that segue, we'd love to hear more. Please, carry on.
Our drink this week is the single biggest selling drink in Scotland.
So we've moved on
Scotch,
from eat.
then.
And
Moved on from meat. We're ready to drink.
I'm assuming that's whiskey. Then.
Scotch. So you
Yeah.
brought us good Scotch.
Surprisingly, Scotch is not the most highly
Really?
selling drink in Scotland.
Really?
No,
Wow.
it is a soda.
Oh, well,
It's a
Oh, okay.
soda.
Well, I'm on board.
I'm
Yeah,
disappointed.
it's a
but
soda called Irn Bru. Now, I want to
How
tell
do you spell that?
it's spelled IRNBRU.
And what does it mean?
It means Iron Brew.
Iron
I don't
Brew,
know.
I should
Wait.
imagine.
Whoa, wait. You mean like
Like the metal.
metal fillings and horseshoe
Well,
nails and things like
Let
that?
me read you the description that BBC America put about Irn Bru.
Okay.
Irn Bru is the single biggest selling soft drink in Scotland. It outsells Coke. It outsells Pepsi. It outsells everything.
Wow.
And yet it has a flavor that is quite hard to describe. It's sort of acidic, metallic, and tangy, and slightly unnatural. As if it comes from a big steel vat that has
Ugh.
been left to corrode a bit.
Okay.
But, tasty.
Okay.
Its status as a hangover cure is legendary and entirely justified.
So it's an iron-rich drink. It'll be like drinking
Blood.
the mountain water at my parents' house. And
Oh, wow.
blood.
Well,
Potentially.
I'm sort of interested actually. I'd like to see
Yeah.
where this goes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well, it's kind of orange colored. It looks like
is,
an
so let's
orange
bet-
Gatorade.
um,
Or like
Thank you.
rusty pond water. We're going to pull this out of our trusty little ice bucket here.
yes.
So read us the label, man. What's it say?
So it says Irn Brew right on it. You know what, Greg? You're kind of the more fluid guy here. Why don't you tell us what's in here?
I'm happy to do drink for you, buddy. It says serve cool, and it's got some French on it too. Oh, it's one of those bottles. Ooh la la! Look at me adhering to international standards. Ingredients: carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, flavorings. That's a little ominous. Oh, it's got both caffeine. Oh, quinine. Fuck this soda. Sodium. Okay. All right. I don't know. I got to stop right here. The needle scratch. I hate quinine. There are very, very few things that can rattle me or that I have real food disgust for. And it's pretty much down to anything involving capers and quinine. Those two. And quinine, when you have it in a gin and tonic or tonic water, I mean, yeah, sure, it prevents malaria. But you know what? I think I'd rather have the malaria. So,
My brother has had malaria, and I'm pretty sure he can tell you the quinine's better.
oh,
I
man.
would hope so.
My brother contracted malaria in Sierra Leone, and it was no fun, according to him.
Other than those fun party malarias you can get,
He
right?
considered his friends said they wanted to buy him a T-shirt that said "I went to Africa and all I got was this stupid shirt and malaria."
Oh, so it's like a big rusty bottle in an orange and blue. It's kind of Broncos colors actually when you get down to it.
You know the color of the soda itself is almost medicinal orange. If it's
Yeah.
like Dayquil almost. It's the exact same color and translucency as Dayquil, although hopefully not as thick.
All
And
right.
more carbonated.
Hopefully.
And it's got kind of an Atlas character lifting part of the label on it too. So that just shows you how manly and Scottish this drink will make you. So
Absolutely.
you want to crack it open, guys?
Let's crack.
Let's see. How carbonated is it anyway? It's got some hiss to it. Got a
Not
little
much.
carbonation.
Not a lot
Not a
of mine
ton.
either.
What's it smell like?
Dayquil.
Smells very.
Oh, good.
I smell
God.
some sweet.
It really
it's
does.
definitely
Cough
some
smell
syrup.
sweet. I smell
Yeah.
a little bit of
Orange
it's like
cough
orange cough
syrup.
syrup. Yeah, it's
Orange cough syrup. Well, it's in a plastic bottle, not a glass bottle. But here, cheers. 3, 2, 1, clink.
Clink,
Okay.
clink, clink.
Down the
Goes-
hatch.
Oh, fuck this. Fuck this with a Tabasco dipped cactus. Holy shit.
Dayquil.
God almighty.
Total Dayquil. It even. My tongue is slightly
Yeah.
numb. Is your tongue numb?
This would probably be great for a cough. It's not so great for. Oh, Scotland, what are you people doing up there?
We
God
thought
almighty.
we thought you were the sensible ones in Brexit. What the hell, Scotland?
Good God.
You guys hate this? It's not great, but I thought it was decent.
I hate this. I mean, it is like drinking Dayquil. This tastes like what's the best way to describe it? It's like watching your best friend die in a car accident that your father caused. That's how this tastes. This is horrendous.
It's like building a snowman around the body of a hobo or something.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's, oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
I was expecting it to taste like rusty nails. I was expecting a really strong iron flavor. And honestly, an iron water I could have lived with. This is...
Take another taste to make sure I wasn't
No, it sort of coats your tongue. And it's not that you grow to like it. It's that you just grow to not care. It makes you numb. It coats your mouth, and you can't really taste it. Because I've taken
it's like after your grandma dies unexpectedly about 3 days in, where you just can't be bothered with even the slightest bit of emotion.
But, I really remember a wise person telling me that hypothesis needed multiple tests. And Ryan, you've only taken 2 sips.
Okay.
I think you need to take 4 or 5 total, so at least know we have repeatable results.
You're right, because some of these get better as you drink them, and some of them get worse.
Down the hatch, buddy. Drink up. Glug, glug.
Now,
Fuck my life. Holy
okay,
shit.
That's 3.
That was awful.
Okay, that's 3. 2 more.
I've lost the ability to care for children.
You never cared for children. That was
yeah, but
gone.
it was there in potential. Let's see.
4.
And now puppies no longer make me smile. Wow. This is horrible.
I thought stomping on puppies made you smile.
Not even that. That's gone too. Even the few simple joys I had in life, this soda has sucked them away. Life is a barren expanse of loneliness and futility, thanks to this gurgling bottle of liquid shit.
So
this is horrible.
I have a very different description.
Okay.
See, to me, if you started with a really nice citrus soda,
and then you murdered a hobo.
No.
It does have a weird citrus to it.
There's a nice citrus underlying soda, but it's like somebody took that and put, about a 1/4 ounce of cough syrup into the soda and kind of ruined it. It's not like undrinkable anymore. It's still decent, but it's
really
definitely not as good as it could be. That's where I come down on this one.
This is like somebody's gravelly voiced great aunt who's about 80 and seen it all and lived it all, and her favorite drink that she concocted herself is tonic water, Tang, and NyQuil.
And she insists that's why she's lived as long as she has.
Yeah, honey, if you only drink the Irn Bru, you'll be fine.
Let me tell you something. I agree with you that this is like there is a decent citrus soda lurking underneath it, but it's not like somebody took a decent citrus soda and tipped a teaspoon of cough syrup into it. It's like someone took a decent citrus soda and then beat your family to death with the bottle.
Yeah, it's like, if we're going to keep with the British theme, it's like just in J.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, Sauron took elves and utterly corrupted them and made orcs. It's like you took something good and beautiful and debased it to the point of vileness and evil.
Yes, Satan was the most beautiful of God's angels, we learn in the scriptures. But, this could have been something originally that was good, but it has been corrupted and made horrendous and evil. This is a 0 wrapper for me.
I got to give it 1 wrapper because, it does have the citrus part of it. Carbonation, though, is flat and disappointing, even for a European soda. And it's just an insipid drink.
Well, I'm going to go with 3 greasy wrappers
really?
on this one. Yeah.
Wow.
I say nothing, not like real high, like 4 or 5. I think it's drinkable. It's not something I would like necessarily choose over some of the better American sodas out at a restaurant.
I wouldn't choose this over a kick to the dick by a donkey. Given like, hey, we could have a mule kick you in the dick, or you could drink this soda. Bring on the mule.
And it will be made into delicious donkey foie gras at some point.
Wow, you are generous, my friend.
Hey, I like it more than you guys. Everybody has their own taste, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's You know what? I think I've had a segment to talk now. Ryan's had a segment to talk. Greg, I think you need to talk about something.
Yes.
What would you talk about?
This is Greg's Tales of the Stupid.
You know,
Sounds dumb.
Greg, if you were actually intelligent, you'd know I could have added that echo in post.
Stupid. All right. So I'm going to bring in some little factoids and share them. And I want to talk about Wendys and my unrelenting man crush on founder Dave Thomas.
He's been dead for 20 years, Greg.
I don't care. The man is a god. He is a god and a prince among men because of the delicious foods that he has made that have made me happy through the years. I can pinpoint the time in my life when I ate my first Wendy's chicken sandwich, and my hat's off to Dave Thomas and his team for creating that. But I just want to share some facts. Did you know that the name Wendy was created by J.M. Barrie for the play Peter Pan?
No, I didn't realize that wasn't a real name before he created it.
Yeah, and moreover, did you care? And
sort of interesting.
And in turn, Dave Thomas named his hamburger chain after his fourth child, Melinda Lou. Wendy was her nickname, Thomas.
Unfortunately, his first 3 children were all named fuck hamburgers.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't he didn't plan ahead.
Yeah.
So
When your hamburgers are made out of fuck, they're gross.
yeah. But fuck burger, though, they do a brisk business. But back to Wendy's. It celebrates gingers. As a ginger myself, as a redhead, I can get behind that logo as the one true logo. And also, Wendy's is the home of the good old number 6, the spicy chicken combo, which is God's gift to my taste buds. I am ridiculously, crazily in love with the spicy chicken sandwich. If my crimes finally caught up with me and I was on death row and they were getting ready to go put me in the electric chair and they asked for my last meal, I would ask for a spicy chicken breast sandwich. That's just how much I love these things.
To be fair, the number 6 spicy chicken combo is an unspeakable sex act in Amsterdam. Also more expensive than the regular.
It is. But you can biggie size it just like the Wendy's. So,
oh, wow.
You're goddamn right you can.
So
this got weird.
Let's move it on to
Poor Erik.
a more sane question. Have you ever tried dipping your fries in a Frosty?
Oh my God, yes. And I got to say, as delicious as Frosties are, I don't normally get them because they take too damn long to melt. And if you're driving, you'll be home before your Frosty is even slightly edible. And you get the Frosty pucker. And the Frosty pucker is where you suck on the goddamn straw, but you can't pull the Frosty through the straw.
I want a milkshake. And I mean, that's a problem even with milkshakes in some places where they mix them so thick that it's like you try to drink it and your eyeballs shoot out of your head because of the force involved in trying to drink this milkshake through a straw. It's a drink, goddammit. Make it a drink.
Now, I do get what I call the Wendy's hangover, where I can eat like a chicken sandwich and 3/4 of a chicken sandwich. And if I eat that last 1/4 of the bite, I'm hating life. And I feel gross and disgusting, and I question my life choices and feel a little sad at what I've done to my body, but then wait like a week or so, and there's some delicious crack in those chicken sandwiches, and I'm like, I could go again. Yeah, sure, I'll go again. Yeah, I'll go through the drive-thru. What do you want to eat? How about a number 6? Yeah, sure, why not?
Wendy's, Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, but anyway, they're not a sponsor or anything, but it is a shout out for years of joy brought to me by killing chickens, frying them, and putting them on a sandwich with lots of mayonnaise and then cramming them in my mouth hole.
He also likes the Wendy's chicken sandwich.
That too.
Yeah. As merry as that sounded, Greg, why don't we move on to our Be Merry segment?
I'd like that. And what is the Be Merry part? Is this something sweet? Is that what?
That's exactly what we're going for. We eat, we drink, we be merry, and merry. I mean, what makes you more merry than having a good sweet dessert?
I could eat dessert. I got a sweet tooth.
And
what are we putting in our mouths today?
Today we got a couple things for Be Merry today. Extra special because British stuff is just fun. And the first thing we're gonna go with is we're gonna have Auntie's delicious spotted dick.
Oh, wow. So
I would like to point out that these guys have to, the label says spotted dick steamed puds. So there's nothing about this that doesn't sound dirty.
Steamed puds.
Nothing.
And it says that it comes with sultana and raisin.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spotted dick, this is a British pudding, as they call it. It is made with suet and dried fruit, in this case, sultanas and raisins. It is made from a flat sheet of pastry that they then roll up and put in whatever vessel. In our case, the little plastic cups. I was able to get these in. So,
it says here, caution, pudding may be hot and steamy.
Oh!
It's worth mentioning that British pudding is not necessarily what we think of as pudding. It's more bread-based. It's really almost like a cake, really.
Yes, that's really what these kind of look like. The spotted dick pudding was first attested to.
Just say spotted
Alexis
dick.
Sawyer.
I mean, spotted dick pudding sounds so much worse. I didn't think it was possible. Spotted dick pudding. That's a disease-ridden. That's like the cast off of some sort of disease.
That's something that sailors get when
spotted
they pull
dick
into port
pudding
in Shanghai.
Yeah, that's what they find in the bottom of the underwear of the dead guy.
So spotted dick
out.
pudding was first attested in Alexis Sawyer's The Modern Housewife in 1849. So that's how long we've had spotted dick. And of course, based off our banter, I think you can see that the source of amusement and double entendres are pretty high for this one.
It's a suet pastry. It's made with steamed puds.
It got so bad that at one point the catering staff at the Flintshire County Council, this is
the government agency.
This is the government agency over in England, decided to rename it Spotted Richard.
Oh God, like that was going to help him.
No. So
look, if Shakespeare could put into one of his history plays aimed at Richard III the insult, "Thou misshapen dick," do they really think that that's going to help? Shakespeare was already making the dick jokes about Richard III back then.
There you go, Billy Shakes. It was good enough for him. Let's try this spotted dick.
Yeah, let's pass these out here, Ryan.
I am eager to put some of this spotted dick in my mouth. So let's see. Oh, it's got a foil wrapper. Interesting. Looks kind of like a shitty little pudding cup.
It smells like a raisin cookie.
Yeah, it smells like oatmeal raisin.
It's got that nice cinnamon smell.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, vanilla.
Sort of Christmassy.
Little Christmassy. I'll give it that. Is it fighting you? I'm putting my spoon in it, and it's fighting back.
Yeah, it's got a lot of elasticity.
Dense.
Yeah, this is like
it's a British bread pudding.
It's like a mochi, like a Japanese mochi, where those things, are Japanese nuclear ice cream that kind of eat your spoon. This is fighting back.
It's like an extremely moist cake.
Are those raisins or currants? Those are raisins. All right.
Yeah.
Take a bite. 3, 2. Huh.
It's not bad. It's a little bland.
Bland, mushy. Got to take another bite. You know what this cries out for? There's a shit ton of rum.
Ooh, yeah.
This would actually be good in rum and cream.
Of course, go figure Greg would think of rum.
Well, I'm sure they probably do that. But yeah, this is a little bland. It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
I mean, I don't hate it.
Is there ginger in this?
It's better than like regular dick, I guess.
I think just a tiny bit.
Ginger,
just a little.
Maybe the raisins give it kind of an orange peel.
It's not as good as Yorkshire pudding.
No. But that's a meat pudding, isn't it? That's a pasty.
Yeah, but it's really good. Yeah, serve that with some roast beef or some turkey or something. Oh my God, you were in good shape.
I mean, I'm gonna probably not here at the podcast, but I'm definitely gonna finish mine. This was good.
Yeah, actually, I like it.
Phenomenal.
It's all right.
Good.
It's bland. I'd give it about a 3. I'd say 3 out of 5. It's good. It's not. It doesn't blow my hair back.
Yeah. But I gotta say, just like the first thing we tasted, the mushy peas, this is not a standalone item to eat out of a plastic cup. This is something that would be good if it had accompanying creams and liqueurs.
If you threw some vanilla ice cream on top of this,
that'd be
steaming
nice.
hot.
Yeah,
This was just blazing hot, and threw some vanilla ice cream on top of this. This would be freaking amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it would. The spotted dick would have a lot of the flavors of a bananas Foster or a rum cake or something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like Yorkshire pudding I like, but it's, the reason you like it is you serve like hot roast beef or turkey or something like that on it, and then it's amazing. This, if you heated this up to blazing, threw a scoop of ice cream on this, it would be fantastic. As it is, it's okay.
I can't totally argue with that. I mean, to me, I might say it's slightly better. I liked it better than the Irn Bru.
Oh,
I
Jesus,
have to,
yes.
Yeah,
but
anything
I
better than
remember
Irn Bru,
I
yeah.
ranked the Irn Bru a 3.
Yeah.
So I would give this a 3.5.
Okay, yeah, I
3.5
can see
greasy
that.
wrappers.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll agree with you. I'll give it 3.5 greasy wrappers too, because
I think that's fair.
yeah, it just needs a little something else. It's not the flavor. It's not even sort of the glutinous texture of it. It's just that it's not a standalone dish.
The Irn Bru is like the semen of C-3PO or something. It's like robot jizz. It's horrible. This is all right.
Well, then to keep this really merry, I've got a question for each of you guys. Would you like a jelly baby?
Oh yeah, I've never tried one.
Shouldn't you say that in a much deeper British voice?
Would you like a jelly baby?
Where's your scarf?
Yeah, yeah,
I'd love
That was
to.
Tom Baker, wasn't it?
yeah. It was Tom Baker.
Okay, Tom Baker was definitely the guy who was the most famous for asking, "Would you like a jelly baby?" as the Doctor on Doctor Who. But these were first mentioned by the second Doctor.
Oh, really?
Patrick Troughton. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I thought that was a total Tom Baker thing.
No, first mentioned on the Dominators. And,
Really?
Yeah. And has been mentioned by almost all of the Doctors. Only the 1st, the 5th, and the 10th Doctors have actually not at some point mentioned, consumed, or offered a jelly baby on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you know what these are.
And I got to say, Tom Baker was my doctor. That's the one I grew up watching on public television in the 80s, even though he was the 70s doctor.
Yeah.
You know, they were showing him in old syndication in Texas where I grew up, and just came to love Doctor Who in the original series. So if I had to go with old series doctors, hands down Tom Baker.
It's fair.
I can't argue.
I'm a Tennant guy. If I had to choose across the spectrum, Tennant and Matt Smith, probably followed by Baker. But
I think Eccleston, Peter Eccleston.
Oh, Eccleston was amazing.
Yeah,
He was
way
great.
underrated.
I think it's much easier to pick out the couple I don't like as well than to pick out a favorite.
I can't get behind Capaldi. There's nothing. It's not nothing he's doing. I just think Stephen Moffat is one of those guys who, once he's run his race, it's just time to exit. He tends to get a little sillier and a little broader as time goes on, and I think it's time for him to exit.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Capaldi has huge potential. I really like how he acts. I would like to see things written a little.
They're not
different
using
for
him.
him.
They're underutilizing.
Yeah,
yes.
It's a Moffat deal. I think Moffat's already. I think he is leaving, but it's a Moffat thing, not a Capaldi thing.
Greg cannot resist. We're talking too much. He's got to try a
Shut
jelly
up!
baby.
I want a jelly baby in honor of Tom.
So what are these? Just like gummy bears?
I think
With
so.
They look very similar to that. Let's get these out of the bag so we can get a better look at these.
I hand you one, Ryan.
Okay.
That looks like a plum one or
shit.
something.
Got a purple.
Okay.
This actually is shaped
red.
like a baby.
Ooh, nice
That's
red.
awesome.
Yes.
I get to bite the head off a baby. I am on board. Okay, I think we got 3 different flavors. So the package itself says established 1904, Taverners Great British Sweeps Jelly Babies, and it's all natural colors and flavors. Oh, and its colors is COLOURS. Oh, okay. Well, let's...
These are covered in white dust, possibly anthrax.
Lose any British listeners that may have still been around.
Nah, they were long gone.
So this is
Nobody's listening to
white,
us.
dusted in some sort of white dust. It looks like a gummy bear, but it's got sort of a harder. There's not as much elasticity as a gummy bear. Squeeze this. It's I feel squeeze this baby. I did not think
My favorite thing to do to a baby.
this morning.
Squeeze it.
Now shake it. I did not think I would be saying the phrase "squeeze this baby" when I got up this morning. It's like that morning I got up and I finished the day by saying this yak is actually outstanding. Didn't think that was going to happen.
Is it better to squeeze on the belly or the head?
I don't know. It's sort of it just feels wrong wherever. But it's denser than a gummy
how do they
bear.
smell to you?
Not a whole lot of smell. Fruity.
They're really
Fruity candy, like a fruity vitamin.
But it's
like a jelly or a jelly vitamin.
It's like a gummy bear, only it's a lot denser than a gummy bear.
Yeah, gummy. There's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, a lot denser than a gummy bear.
So I think we all have 3 different flavors. So let's take turns and bite the head off of each. I'll go first. Let's see what this one is. It is. I can't tell. It's got kind of a raspy, sugary grit to it that I wouldn't expect from a gummy. So it's somewhere between a hard candy and a gummy. I think this is somewhere in the citrus family. I think I'm going to go with orange. And it's not bad. Actually, I'm going to finish
Orange
this.
colored. It smells like orange.
It's definitely orange. It delivered. I like it. What's yours?
I've got something red, so at least it looks red through the cornstarch. So here I go.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, kind of a firm, gritty outer side and a kind of a jelly, gummy inside.
Do you have any guesses to the flavor?
Oh, I'm quite confident this is a raspberry.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good. It doesn't wow me. I mean, it's kind of just a medium raspberry flavor.
I'm going to be really rude and jump the queue and go again.
No, you're not.
Yeah, because they hate that in Britain. This is
God damn it.
lemon flavor. Did you drop yours on the floor?
Yeah.
Ha, it's got hair on it. Wait, okay, I was eating a lemon one, and it was good, and Ryan just swatted it out of my hand.
Because you're not jumping the queue. Okay.
Oh, God
This
damn
is
you.
some sort of...
You're a baby.
This is white or yellow. This might be another
I
lemon
think it's
flavor.
yellow.
actually.
I think you got
Okay, I'm going to try it. Let's see. It really is like biting through the flesh of a baby.
I like these.
A little bit of
Very
resistance.
You know what?
But it
It's not
lacks
bad.
bones.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Well,
Baby
Lex-
clothes are soft.